Hey y'all, it's Caitlin, and the very last of my SDCC haul for 2019 came in today. Yes, and honestly, I think this is a really good Batman. There's one little thing I have to complain about it after we get it out of the box, but right now, quick look, obviously, so this is just like same standard black box that they've been using for all the 80th anniversary Batman. Now, I don't know if you guys can tell, but at the top, I can see like some scratch marks. Like, it's not indented into the thing, it's just where the box is scraped against it. And that's kind of what I was saying with how, because this box is like almost like a satin finish, it almost feels like more like a satin finish. It's a matte, but that's the only way I can think of to really describe how this looks. Not just matte, but more like a satin finish. On the black part, it kind of shows a few mistakes whenever the box is rubbed a little wrong. But other than that, the box is in perfect condition, no problems whatsoever. So let's go ahead and get it out of the box, and then we have another Batman to review, just because I had another Batman handy. So oops, he flew out of the box. He wanted to get out of there. So this is the SDCC Batman with the con bag. So the only thing wrong with this thing is that it's not completely accurate, or at least not to my experience. If it was me interpreting my con experiences into a pop, this bag would be bulging. Like, it wouldn't be so flat. Like maybe he's got a comic or two in there. No, it would be bulging. Because I spend way too much money at cons. But I do love the mold where he's like has his cape kind of semi-wrapped around him. I like that pose. I don't know if it makes much sense in this one. It's almost like he's over-exaggerating the fact that he's Batman. So that leads me to this question. Is this Batman, or is this someone cosplaying as Batman? What do you guys think? Do you think this is really Batman? Is this Bruce Wayne walking into a con dressed as Batman so no one will recognize him and he can finally kind of little nerd out a little bit? Or Dick Grayson. It might be Dick Grayson's Batman, who knows? But he's like going to a con where he can like blend in and no one will figure him out. He can geek out to his heart's content. Or is this just some random dude cosplaying as Batman at the con? Conspiracy theory. So, because the way he's holding that, I think it's just too overly exaggerated. I mean, that's kind of like what a lot of people do when they're trying to look like Batman, but they really don't. But I kind of like it still. He just has the classic logo on his chest, the one without the yellow around it. So awesome. And I'm not upset with the eyes. Usually I like the eyes to be like slanted when it's Batman, but with this one, because it's supposed to be more like fun for the con bag and stuff, I kind of like it just like this. So I'm happy with that. And then I also picked up from my comic shop this week the Red Death Batman. So this is not con exclusive, but it is a PX Previews exclusive. So let me get this out. Shout out to Dave, one of the owners of my local comic shop. He ordered some of these. Hoped he would have enough for himself, but he didn't. So he actually said, I hope you like this because you're getting mine. I'm like, thanks. Okay, so he does come with a stand. I realized that when I opened the box, and I didn't understand why, and I do now. So he's meant to stand on this little resin piece where he's like running. But if you stand him on there like that, they'll topple over. So you have to put him on his stand. So we'll do that in a minute just to see. So this is the Red Death Batman, where he's supposed to be like blended. It's an evil Batman blended with Flash. Oh, this is so freaking cool. Oh, the sculpt and everything, the design of this with all the red lightning going around him to emulate the Flash's running. And all the little details. Like, look at those bat wings on his head, where they're supposed to be like lightning bolts for the Flash. Those things look sick, man. And that face, that sculpt. This is perfect. I love this thing. Now I don't know if it was meant to be more crimson. I think it was meant to be more of a crimson color. I would call the color on his skirt. He's not wearing a skirt. I would call the color of his suit more of a maroonish color, but it still looks freaking amazing, and it is a little bit metallic-y, so that's awesome. Oh man. And he's got the little bat symbol on his chest. It's actually cut in half, and it does look more like a lightning bolt in the wings. This thing is perfect. I love it. I think I actually like this a little bit more than the Batman Who Laughs. So let's get his stand out, just because I'm curious to see how he looks on the stand. I don't usually do this part. And, okay, I'll say right now, I've had experience. The peg on this thing is kind of long, and if there's a longer, deeper hole in there and a longer thing, it does make it more stable. But it also makes it a lot easier for the peg to break off in here, especially if you take it off a whole bunch. When I do glitter customs or anything, I tend to take it off and on the stand a lot. So put it on there to dry and then take it off again to do some more. And sometimes the pegs on it break off. So if you put this thing on a stand and want to leave it on there, leave it on there. Don't take it off multiple times. Just take it off. Like once or twice will be alright, but don't take it off repeatedly. That's my experience. But I do love how he truly does look like he's running in this pose. I need to make like a white. I should have just made part of the background blank. Like right there. There you go. You can see the running right there. So I have to hold it over here to be awkward. But I absolutely love it. I love the shades that they used for it looks like resin maybe for the lightning bolts and the speed stuff. So that is freaking cool. I love this pop. And honestly, if you're just talking about the sculpt and the paint, this thing looks more like a con exclusive than this thing does. Minus the logo on the bag, but yeah. But I'm very happy with both these Batmans, very happy to have them in my collection. So that finally does conclude my SDCC haul for 2019. How did this thing go in here? Okay, sometimes you have to put the body in first before you put the rest of the head in. But, yeah, so that's it until New York Comic Con. I'm pretty sure by now everyone should be getting the last of their shipments in. So, let me know. I know some people had I think it was Tylock had a really bad experience with Barnes & Noble this round. Walmart, by some miracle, shipped his pops perfectly. But yeah, everyone always has a horror story. This is the only one I ordered, so mine was good. Except for the one that I picked up in store that I saw had a little bit of damage on it when I got home, but the chrome one. But other than that, let me know how y'all worked out on that aspect. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this little Batman haul, and like always, thank you so much for watching. Remember, it's a community, not a competition. I'll see y'all later. Bye.